Hey guys, Putt here bringing you the week 1 of the NABA. I'm going to change the format up a little bit this season. Last year I did 2 videos, or 2 battles per video, and it ended up being 2 videos a week. This time I'm going to do a video for each battle. For a couple of reasons. For one, we've got nice new logos that I want to put in the thumbnails, and so those look really cool. And secondly, because we've had some pretty long battles this week, and a bunch of really cool plays happened this week, so there's a bunch of things to break down and talk about. And I don't think that putting 2 in one video would do any of it justice, and it would also, make the videos last really long. So, yeah, that's the format we're gonna do. Also, I'm gonna do the videos in order of the games that the way they were played, and so we're starting with Caleb and Josh today, and we'll finish up with the Sandshrews and the Ratatas at the end of the week. And at the end of that video, I'll look at the MVP race and some of the upcoming stuff that like the plays of the week, game of the week, kind of stuff like that. So let's go ahead and look at this battle and jump right into it. So we got Josh on the top here. He's got Ash Greninja, Alolan Sandslash, Snorlax, Haxorus, Heracross, Togekiss, and then Caleb on the Sandcastles side. Here we got Heatran, Kyurem Black, Azelf, Alomomola, Archeops, and Palisand. So let's just start it up. Okay, so on turn 1, Caleb leads with Alomomola, and Josh leads with the Togekiss. Now the Togekiss Syringe Race is really annoying and is going to cause the Alomomola to flinch. So Caleb goes in Archeops here, and Josh gets off some nice damage. So Josh just goes for another one because he knows it'll drop Archeops into the defeatist. Even if he doesn't get flinched, it's not a big deal. So Archeops is almost dead here. The U-turn does absolutely nothing because defeatist and resisted. So back comes the Alomomola, and this thing is an absolute monster. So it doesn't flinch this time, and he's able to get rid of the Choice Scarf, which is huge. So now he's going to switch out into Heatran, and Heatran does a really good job against Togekiss and can really wall Togekiss hard. So Josh knows this, and he switches into his Snorlax because Snorlax can wall Heatran hard. So he drops the Magma Storm, gets a nice little chip damage off there. Not a bad play at all. 30% on Snorlax. So Kyurem comes out, and Kyurem is just going to go for the Outrage as he takes that Earthquake from Snorlax. Easy peasy. And I'm not sure why Josh stayed in there. It made no sense to sack his Snorlax when his Snorlax can wall some like Heatran so hard. Sandslash comes in, takes no damage. Let me pause it real quick. Josh shouldn't have made this play. It worked out fine, but when a person uses when a Pokemon uses Outrage, it's locked into it for 2 or 3 turns. Like it gets locked into Outrage until it gets confused. So Caleb couldn't switch. He couldn't choose a different move. He had to click Outrage, and Josh could have just switched into Togekiss for free, and the Outrage wouldn't hit, and Josh could have fired off a Dazzling Gleam and probably killed the Kyurem. I don't really know the calcs on that, to be honest, but if he wouldn't have killed him, it would have got really close. So he should have done that instead. That would have been the better play. But Sandslash comes in, and look, he takes that super well, and then he does a lot back with this Iron Head here at 46%, but let's just go ahead and play it some more. So Kyurem gets confused, and he's going to get pulled out, obviously, because he will die on the next turn if he doesn't. So in comes the Heatran, and Heatran takes the Iron Head super easy. So Sandslash just got to bail because of the Magma Storm. So he gets some nice damage on this Greninja here, and some more chip damage, and then he's going to switch into his Alomomola because it completely walls Greninja. So good switch there. The Hydro Pump misses, doesn't really matter, to be honest. The U-turn does a little bit of damage, and then Greninja's gotten worn down pretty good between Life Orb and Magma Storm. So out comes the Togekiss, as Alomomola's going to send up a Wish. So in comes the Sandslash here, and the Archeops is going to get past the Wish. So this is pretty big. The Fetus is no longer in effect, but look at that Sandslash bulk. It is taking that Earthquake to the bank, and it drops the Archeops. If the Archeops would have been running something like a Heat Wave or something to hit the Sandslash, this game could have turned out much different, but hindsight's always 20/20. I don't think Caleb expected the Sandslash. So now some hacks start happening. Togekiss gets the special defense drop on the Heatran. His Heatran doesn't have Flash Cannon. He really needs Flash Cannon to deal with Togekiss, but without it, Togekiss can kind of just do this. So Heatran can't set up the sub now because he is too low. Alright, so out comes the Alamomola, and he gets a crit special defense drop. Like, these hacks are real. And then he gets the flinch here. This is huge. If Alamomola could have got this wish up, this game really could have turned out differently. But it isn't able to get the wish up, and he just has to protect and let the Togekiss go down. And the Togekiss does go down, which is huge for his team, but he really needed that wish. So out comes the Heracross in a good position. And he is going to get the close combat. He's going to get the Moxie boost. It's time to get aboard the Moxie train. Take it away. Okay, well, that's the end of the Moxie train there. It got derailed a little bit early, but Heracross put in some mad work, so out comes the Haxorus. He's on janitor duty. He's going to take out the Palisand with the Outrage. Then in comes the Azelf. Caleb told me he was running a weird set, and he actually only had Explosion as the only attacking move, so that's what he's got to do, and he almost takes Haxorus out. Haxorus gets the passive kill, I guess, for standing there, and Josh ends up with the 3-0 victory. Well played by both guys. Couple plays here or there and a little bit less hacks could have changed this game, but overall, really awesome game, guys.